Before the start of this episode, we'd like to thank everyone who's tuned in, watched the episode, liked the video, commented on the video, and those especially that have subscribed and came back to watch some more videos. We just hit 1,000 subscribers. That was our first goal. Now go ahead and stick with us to that 10,000 marker. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Spanish! Do you trust that we've provided you with enough slack so that your block will land safely on the lawn?
Sir, yes, sir.
And Blue!
Yes, sir.
Do you trust that I do not want to see you die here tonight?
Sir, yes, sir.
Blue, you're my boy!
Thank you, sir.
Today, the person of interest that we will be talking about is Luke Combs. For those of you living under a rock, Luke Combs is a country superstar. He has multiple #1 Billboard hits. He's been nominated for multiple Grammys. He just is on pace to have a really long-lasting, solid career. The topic at hand, though, is involving the estate of Luke Combs and a fan that was making Luke Combs merchandise out of tumbler cups for a little bit of extra money. Pickle, if you would like to go ahead and dive us into the details of this case.
A Chicago-based firm had filed several copyright infringement cases on Combs' behalf. The defendant, a Florida woman named Nicole Harness, told one outlet she was on the list for selling 18 tumblers with Combs' name and likeness on them for a total of $380.
It's very stressful. I don't have money to pay my bills. I just want this resolved. I didn't mean any harm to Luke Combs. I quit selling the tumbler. I pulled it down. I don't understand.
So how much money did you make on the tumbler that's in question?
$380.
So $380.
Correct.
And you're willing to give him that money.
Exactly.
On November 15th, a judge at Chicago's Dirksen Federal Courthouse ruled in Combs' favor, saying that each defendant would owe $250,000. The judge added that none of the defendants had appeared in court or answered the lawsuit in any way. But the Florida woman said she didn't know she had been sued. She said the lawsuit had been served to her by email. If we want to have effective service, if we want to be efficient in our jobs, it's important that we're able to serve defendants in a timely manner, said attorney Bridget Dugan. Dugan, who is not affiliated with the case, said the law is changing to allow for alternate methods of serving lawsuit defendants, a task that has traditionally been carried out by sheriff's deputies and process servers. The Combs suit used existing federal rules, but a new Illinois state law from April would allow for more electronic notifications in circuit court cases at the state level too. The law is archaic and our rules are archaic, Dugan said, and the Illinois Supreme Court got it right when they expressed that we communicate by email, we communicate by text, we communicate by social media. That's just what we do now.
The lady, while somewhat wrong, was not making millions of dollars. Do I think that what she did deserves a $250,000 fine? No. Maybe she should have to pay back the $380,000 she made? Sure. But I think that the estate of Luke Combs went a little hard on her. And I also think that Luke Combs is big enough of a superstar that he was not notified of such things.
What's up, guys? Luke here. It's 7:27 a.m. here in Tennessee. I woke up at 5 a.m. to use the restroom, and the first thing I saw was this. A woman that's being sued by me for $250,000. I spent the last 2 hours trying to make this right, trying to figure out what's going on, because I was completely and utterly unaware of this. So we reached out. Firstly, my manager reached out to this news station that ran this piece to try to get some info. And so we do have a company that goes after folks, only supposedly large corporations operating internationally that make millions and millions of dollars, making counterfeit t-shirts, things of that nature, running illegal businesses. And apparently this woman, Nicole, has somehow gotten wrapped into that. And that makes me absolutely sick to my stomach. So I was able to get Nicole's phone number. I spoke to her this morning. She told me that, you know, she was absolutely shocked by this. I'm so apologetic. Talking to her, it makes me sick, honestly, that this would happen, especially at the holidays. I can't imagine being in her shoes. She told me there's $5,500 locked up in her Amazon account. I'm going to double that, send her $11,000 today, just so she doesn't have anything to worry about. She was never supposed to be involved in anything like this. No fan should ever have to be involved in anything like this. And she got in trouble apparently for making tumblers. So I'm going to make my own tumbler today. It's going to go up today. I'll keep you posted on that, but all that money is going to go to Nicole and her family to try to help with her medical bills. Hopefully that can help her out. And again, this is unbelievable. I was completely shocked when I saw this morning. It makes me sick. This is not something that I would ever do. This is not the kind of person I am. I'm not greedy in any way, shape, or form. Money is the last thing on my mind. I promise you guys that. And I invited Nicole and her family out to a show this year so I could give her a hug and say sorry in person. And yeah, I love you guys. I just wanted to clear that up, man, because it makes me sick for anybody to be thinking that I'm this kind of person, because I'm the farthest thing from it. So love you guys, and I'll keep you posted.
Another thing that I wanted to touch on while we're on this subject is the fact that in Illinois, apparently, they don't feel as if they have to serve you through someone through actual paperwork to confirm that you've been served. For me personally, if I open my Gmail up right now, I probably have 1,000+ unread emails. I don't really check my stuff on the regular. If it doesn't look important or real or like it pertains to me really seriously, I'm just not opening it. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that does that. I'm sure that that's pretty common practice in a day and time where you get emails for every small thing you sign up for. You sign up for rewards at GNC or rewards at Target, rewards at et cetera, you're going to get an email for that at least every now and again. So at a certain point, it does become a bit overwhelming, and not everyone is super glued to their phone checking their email. So that is a bit problematic. I'm aware of the argument that it is kind of archaic to go through it by paper notification, but at the same time, what happens if that person hadn't paid their phone or internet bill? You know, you don't know what each individual is going through. Some people just operate differently and don't really care too much to look into things of that nature.
I think you said everything perfectly. I don't have anything to argue against it. It looks like he wasn't even aware of it. And at this point, he's so big, he has people that just do all the paperwork for him, which I'm guessing nobody wants to do all the paperwork that comes with being a millionaire. So I see where he's coming from, that he needs those people to protect him, but also when they act out, then kind of pull him back in. So I'm glad everything worked out.
I imagine this whole thing was a bad PR nightmare. I mean, it was in the headlines, making it look like Luke Combs himself went on the computer and went ahead and filed the lawsuit against this woman. He seems to be correcting it, seems to be a humble, genuine person. I really think that this was just politics of being a rich celebrity, and it's part of the baggage that comes with it. Shumba, any thoughts in closing?
It's unfortunate that someone that wasn't actually running a business got hit with this kind of thing. Though, if you think about it legally, she still was kind of breaking copyright by making items and stuff like that whenever she doesn't own the trademark or the copyrights to the image, the likeness, the name of Luke Combs. So whatever celebrities or businesses and stuff like that go after these cases, generally, like what you guys were saying, it's not going to be the artists themselves, it's not going to be the business owner themselves that does this. They hire outside third-party companies that serve these cease and desist letters, that serve these lawsuits on their behalf. And they're really kind of indiscriminate, because at the end of the day, the ownership of the copyrighted material or trademark material still lands in the ballpark of the people that own all of the original information. So she was still kind of breaking the law there, but it's good that he found out that this stuff was going on and is doing exactly what he can to make it right. That just shows that he's a very good and genuine guy, and he doesn't want this to impact smaller people or people that are just trying to help themselves out on a day-to-day basis. And I think that makes him a damn good person.
With that being said, let us know down below. Do you guys think that Luke Combs knew about this and is just regretting the PR nightmare? Do you think Luke Combs is a good, genuine, humble dude? Do you think that the tumbler cups that Luke Combs is going to sell are going to exceed $250,000? Would you buy one? Do you think that he should have more checks and balances as far as the whole situation with his legal team goes? Maybe he gives the A-OK on the end of it so that way he can avoid future PR nightmares. Let us know all that down in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I'm Rugburn.
And I'm Pickle Landon.
And this is Tombstone Tourist.